Join me as I take on the challenge of pushing myself to the limit and figuring out just how much I'm willing to sacrifice for success. When we think of success, we often imagine the end result, the wealth, the fame, the accolades. But what we don't see is the journey, the struggles, and the sacrifices that come with it. We tend to romanticize the idea of success without truly understanding what it takes to get there. The truth is, success rarely comes without a cost. Pursuing success means sacrificing time, energy, and often personal relationships. It means putting in the long hours, making tough decisions, and facing rejection and failure along the way. I've seen people pour their heart and soul into their passions, only to be met with disappointment and frustration. The question is, are you willing to pay that price? Take, for instance, the countless nights spent working late, the weekends spent grinding, and the social events missed. It's not just about giving up time, though that's a big part of it. It's about the emotional toll it takes, the stress, the anxiety. There will be times when you feel like quitting, when it all seems too much. But if you're truly committed to your goals, you'll find a way to push through. Many people talk about the importance of finding balance, and while that's crucial, it's also important to acknowledge that there will be seasons where balance isn't possible. You might have to put your relationships on the back burner, at least for a while. Your friends and family might not understand why you're always busy, why you can't make it to their events. The reality is, success is not for the faint of heart. It takes a certain level of grit, determination, and resilience. You have to be willing to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone, and to face your fears head-on. That can be a lonely journey, but it's one that's necessary if you want to achieve your goals. There are countless examples of successful individuals who have paid the price for their success. People like Steve Jobs, who was famously fired from his own company, or J.K. Rowling, who was rejected by numerous publishers before her book took off. They didn't let failure hold them back. Instead, they used it as fuel to drive them forward. Their stories serve as a reminder that success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a journey filled with ups and downs, twists and turns. But the ones who make it to the top are those who are willing to pay the price, no matter what that looks like for them. As I think about my own journey, I'm reminded of a quote by Jim Rohn. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. That's what success is all about, getting back up, even when you've been knocked down. For me, a key moment of realization came when I understood that my limitations were largely self-imposed. I had the power to choose how I spent my time, how I responded to challenges, and how I let setbacks affect me. That realization gave me the courage to keep pushing forward even when things got tough. The truth is, the price of success is different for everyone. What you're willing to sacrifice might be completely different from what someone else is willing to give up. But one thing remains constant. If you want to achieve your goals, you have to be willing to pay the price. To sum it up, success often comes with a significant price, and it's crucial to understand what you're willing to sacrifice to achieve your goals. It's not just about hard work and dedication. It's about the personal costs you'll incur along the way. If you're willing to share, I'd love to hear about a time when you had to make a sacrifice for your goals in the comments below. And if you're interested in diving deeper into personal development, be sure to check out my other video on building resilience and overcoming obstacles.